I still catch people throwing their cigarette butts in the gutter. The gutter goes to the ocean. People, cleaning their yards, or they might have something chemical in it. They'll rinse it down real quick, and no one's, So hopefully people don't do that no more. Every time I go to the beach with my son or whatever, I'll see a little plastic bag or a potato chip bag or whatever, or sometimes just bring a bag. I'll pick up a bag of trash, and it's always by the water's edge because it's washed in. If we don't keep the oceans clean and pick up the litter, the ocean can be contaminated in 30 years or something, you know what I mean? For the kids, my kids and his kids down the line, our kids, and people have been doing good, and I'm starting to, realize this, and with the plastic and all that. So we'll see. It's all going to be if the ocean's going to be clean,
Well, I want to become a marine biologist, and surfing has really developed that for me because I'm in the ocean every day, so I feel like I really have a special bond. And also I see how pollution affects the ocean and stuff, and I think I want to help the ocean. I just really want to try to clean up all the trash. I mean, I know I can't do it by myself.
Started the last few years is we've been doing water testing, and we have a little lab. So we bring samples from the ocean, we take it, we have a student group, the Surf Rider Club at Edison. The students will put it together, we put it in a kiln, and then get the readouts, and then we post that to the Surf Rider website, and we'll do that twice a week. So at least we are aware of what the water quality is and how much bacteria is coming out, since we are at a river coming out.
My friend has a nonprofit, Drains to Ocean, which is concentrating on a lot of the gutters and stuff because it's going to the ocean. People don't think about doing that.
Surfing has gone just from the physical act of surfing to that community aspect where the surfers start teaching their families to surf and became a family event. And I think it's kind of taken on the social responsibility, with the Surf Rider Foundation, we do beach cleanups, and it's also, the sport's also grown, and we want to bring people in. So for me, it was surfing. So hey, how can we help other veterans? And so I just went on social media. I went on the local Facebook forums and things like that. Hey, I'm a local guy. I'm an okay surfer-ish, but I'm looking for locals who really know the break, who really want to help their community, want to help veterans out. Threw it out to the community, and within 2 weeks had over 100 volunteers, whole families of surfers, dads, brothers, generations of surfers. And that's when it really kicked off. Surf City really stepped up. We had the city manager, the city attorney, the city councilman, all the mayors all throughout the last 7-8 years have really been supportive of our veterans and our community. So that's what surfing means to me. Now it just means community. It's Ohana. It's our way to tell the story. So, and even though we don't know each other, community really comes together. We're here to share what we love in Surf City with our veteran community, and it's been amazing impact on the community, our veterans, and me, honestly. So it's been great.
I volunteer with a lot of different organizations. I take a special needs kids surfing with a Walk on Water. I take Malleola. I travel with them around the country and take kids with cystic fibrosis surfing. And I found all of them right at the end, right at Tower 8 there. Every time they all had events right there on 9th Street, and I just happened to run into these awesome organizations taking surfing right in my neighborhood, and I felt like I had to, join them and be a part of it. So that's why I do it, and that's why I want to share with Humaka and this awesome family and anyone else who's interested. It's something that changed my life, and it can change anyone's life.
I see so many organizations out here, not just with veterans. I see kids with special needs coming in. I see kids from the inner city coming in who are challenged youth. They're at-risk teens who are, they're caught up in that cycle of having to be the tough kid in their community. I thought I was when I was a kid. Surfing is that place where you can just kind of be yourself in the water. You don't have to have an attitude, you can just be yourself. So there's so many different things. There's religious organizations out here, Christian surfers. There's so many people that just hey, this is our group. We all have something in common, and let's go have some fun. And I think the ocean's a great equalizer.
but thinking about the future is mainly like making sure that we keep aloha and that we are welcoming and loving to each other. It'd be great to have more spirit of aloha with students, to teach them, to teach each other, that we can create relationships with all these new people that are getting into surfing. Things are changing so much, it's hard for educators to figure out what the demand is in the future. But the one thing we do know is that you're gonna be learning your whole life. And I think surfing's the same way. Like, you are constantly learning and trying to get better with boards and with your own fitness and your own mentality. It's the same thing, I think, with vocations in the future. You just gotta have a great attitude and be stoked on it.
I got involved with outrigger canoe surfing from going to Hawaii every winter to go get scared in the big waves when I was competing and pushing through with my longboard professional career in surfing. I wanted to bring that back here to Huntington Beach, and it was so well received. And I didn't want to step on anybody's toes, and I didn't want to take away any good surfing days from the local surfers, but I wanted to enhance our opportunity to enjoy surfing and ride the waves. So when we got out there and did it, and I had everybody from different walks of life, and that's what it was all about for me, was really bringing to Huntington Beach a program that brought people together. And I think with right now in the world, we need that more than ever, is we need programs that bring people together, because there's too much divisiveness.
I'm trying to work hard with the city to make our beach more accessible, because I want to share what I love in my beach, which changed my life with others. So that's why I do
is
it.
really making some good steps towards.
They are making, and I think they're listening too. So I'm hopeful in the future we can definitely real soon make some changes.
I see the future of surfing in Huntington Beach being really supportive and kind of really accepting of the people from outside the city to come in. It always comes down to being in the water and the after effect.
I think Huntington Beach is always going to have that Surf City USA. I mean, Surf City across the world recognition. I mean, it's always going to be the spot where professional surfers come to prove themselves. People come to Huntington to prove that they can conquer all conditions.
The second you stop having fun, that's when pressure starts building. One way or another, and sooner or later you're going to break. The more you surf, the more fun you will have. So I think if you keep in mind that it comes down to having fun, I think you should be fine.
I think culturally, we are in a growth phase. I think just like a toddler, culture is trying to figure itself out again. I feel like every decade or so we go through changes as people and culturally. And right now we're definitely in an interesting time. This is a welcoming place. So it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, or whatever. It's just fun. Come have fun. It's a connector, it's a healing. So getting in the water, go find yourself here in Huntington Beach.